So, in this chapter, we delve into the multifaceted concept of motivation, which can be defined as the set of forces driving individuals to act in certain ways. Understanding motivation is crucial as it significantly influences job performance, as expressed by the equation P equals to M times A times E, where performance depends on motivation, ability, and environment. We explore various perspectives on motivation, starting with need based perspectives, which emphasize fulfilling innate needs such as psychological, safety, belongingness, esteem, and self actualization needs. Additionally, we examine process based perspectives, which focus on the cognitive processes involved in motivation, such as goal setting, expectancy theory, and equity theory. Furthermore, we discuss learning based perspectives, which highlight how past experiences, reinforcements, and observations shape individuals' motivation. This comprehensive framework aids in understanding how motivational processes unfold, from experiencing and need deficiencies to seeking ways to satisfy them through goal directed behaviors, followed by experiencing rewards or punishments that influence future actions.
Now, let's proceed to job design in organizations. Job design talks about how organization define and structure jobs. Job specialization of Frederick Taylor talks about the job should be scientifically studied, breaking job down into small component tasks, standardizing them across all workers doing those jobs, and follow Adam Smith's concept of division of labor. Job designs for efficiency can become boring and monotonous, resulting in job dissatisfaction. And next is the basic alternatives to job specialization. Job rotation is systematically moving workers from one job to another in attempt to minimize monotony and boredom. Job enlargement or horizontal job loading, giving workers more tasks to perform. Job enrichment or vertical job loading is giving workers more tasks to perform and more control over how to perform them. And the next is the job characteristic theory of Hackman and Oldham. Under a critical psychological states of workers to improve outcomes is first is the experience of meaningfulness of the work. Second is the experience of responsibility for work outcomes. And third is knowledge of results. Under motivational properties of task improve outcomes is first is skill variety. Second is task identity. Third is task significance. And fourth is autonomy. And fifth is feedback. And now, let's proceed to job characteristic theory. The job characteristic theory is an important contemporary model of how to design jobs by using five core jobs characteristics. Manager can enhance three critical psychological states. These states in turn can improve a variety of personal and work outcomes. Individual difference also affect how the job characteristic affect people.
Let us now talk about employee participation and involvement. But first, how can we enhance motivation through participation and empowerment? We can enhance motivation through participation by giving employees the ability to make decisions regarding their own job. We can also enhance motivation through empowerment by allowing employees to create their own work goals, make decisions, and solve problems within their areas of responsibility and authority. The areas of employee participation include personal job related decisions, administrative matters, and product quality decisions. There are also techniques and issues visible in employee management such as empowerment through work teams and decentralization for decision making and increased delegation. Lastly, management tools that are practical approaches to empowerment are important to have a more organized employee participation. These include articulating a clear vision and goal, fostering personal mastery experiences, modeling successful behaviors, sending positive messages, and arousing positive emotions, giving effective feedback, and displaying competency, honesty, and fairness.
Flexible work schedules. Like what the name implies, it gives the employee the freedom to choose its own working schedule as long as they meet the total time spent at work. As you can see in figure 6.3, it is a hypothetical example of how flexible work schedules work. However, this kind of schedule doesn't apply in our country. We follow the 8 to 5 working hours. According to Magazine US, the countries that have flexible working schedules are New Zealand, Malaysia, Africa, and so on. Moving on is the goal setting and motivation. Goal is a meaningful objective that the executives set for the company. The purpose is to give motivation to the employees to enhance their performance or a control device to know the company's performance. Social learning theory is the feelings of pride or shame of an employee about their performance in company. It is said that it is related to how well people achieve their goals. Goal setting theory of Locke and Latham is by creating clear-cut goals. The theory is that employees have a better sense of direction and become more productive. This theory suggests that setting a goal for an employee to reach pushes them to become more productive than not setting them a goal. The goal characteristics under this theory are the difficulty and specificity. The difficulty of the goal must push the employee to exert effort and to challenge them to do their best. The specificity is the on-point goal set by the executives. Expanded goal setting theory of Locke. So, ito yung mas parang pinahaba ng prior theory na gawa rin nila kanlita. But this time, it's only Locke. In expanded goal setting theory, it gives more characteristics of goal than the goal setting theory. The additional two are acceptance and commitment, as you can see in this slide. Goal acceptance is the willingness of the employee to adopt the goal as if her or his own goal, while commitment it is the dedication of that employee to reach that goal.
Now let us proceed to our next topic, which is the goal setting and motivation. So the first one is, in organizations, goals serve as a meaningful objectives with dual purposes. Firstly, they offer a framework to manage motivation, boosting employee performance. Secondly, goals act as a control device for management to monitor and assess the overall organizational performance. According to social learning theory, individuals' feelings of pride or shame are closely tied to their goals' achievements, influencing performance outcomes. So for the next slide, the goal setting theory by Locke and Latham posits the behavior is influenced by conscious goals and intentions. In this theory, goals directly impact behavior, and two crucial characteristics are highlighted. First, the difficulty of a goal, indicating its challenge and effort requirement. Second, the specific of a goal, emphasizing clarity and precision in its definition. So for the next slide, in the expanded goal setting theory by Locke, goal-directed effort is shaped by key attributes. These include goal difficulty, reflecting the challenge and effort required, goal specificity, highlighting clarity and precision. Additionally, goal acceptance gauges the extent to which a person adopts a goal as their own, while goal commitment measures personal interest in achieving the goal. For the next slide, the goal setting theory of motivation is a valuable for boosting employee motivation by ensuring goals possess suitable difficulty, specificity, acceptance, and commitment. It fosters goal-directed effort. This effort directly influences performance, highlighting the significance of well-crafted goals in enhancing overall motivation and achievement. So for the last slide, in the General Management by Objectives, or the MBO model, top managers set overarching organizational goals. Collaboratively, managers and employees establish subsidiary goals. Resources necessary for good attainment are ensured, and the process cascades down as each manager repeats these steps with their subordinates. Periodic meetings between managers and subordinates occur to monitor and progress, make necessary adjustments, creating a dynamic and goal-oriented organizational structure.
Next is performance management. Performance appraisal. It is the process of assessing and evaluating an employee's work behaviors by measurement. The core of performance management. It is measuring the performance of an individual or a group. So, for the performance appraisal process, first is evaluate an employee's work behaviors by measurement and comparison with previously established standards. Second, document the results. Third, communicate the results to the employee. So for the purposes of performance appraisal, it is to provide feedback, decide and justify reward allocations, determine training, development, and improvement, and forecast future human resource needs. Performance measurement plays a variety of roles in most organizations. This figure illustrates how these roles can help managers judge an employee's past performance and help managers and employees improve future performance. The appraiser alternatives. Direct supervisor, multiple rater systems, including self-evaluation, and 360-degree feedback. A performance appraisal method in which employees receive performance feedback from those on all sides of them in the organization. Frequency of appraisals, often done annually, determined by convenience for administrative purposes, cultural appropriateness, and relevance. Measuring performance. Considerations. These are decisions to be made based on job-related criteria. Instruments must be valid, reliable, and free of bias. Choices of measurement methods. Graphic rating scales, checklists, essays or diaries, behaviorally anchored rating scales, forced choice systems. Comparative methods such as ranking, forced distribution, paired comparisons, multiple raters. Common problems. Tendency to rate individuals equally, inability to discriminate among variable levels of performance. Balanced scorecard or BSC, a relatively structured performance management technique that identifies financial and non-financial performance measures and organizes them into a single model. The balanced scorecard is a structured performance management technique. In its most basic form, managers establish both goals and measures for how they want to assess customer perceptions, financial performance, internal business process, and innovation and learning. Each of these sets of goals and measures need to be consistent with each other as well as with the organization's overall vision and strategy.
Hello everyone, so now let's talk about individual rewards in organization. First off, we have reward system. Reward system consists of all organizational components involved in allocating compensation and benefits to employees in exchange for their contribution to the organization. Next one is the components. Components consist of people, processes, rules, procedures, decision-making activities. And next we have roles, purposes, and meaning of rewards. First, purpose. Purpose is to attract, retain, and motivate qualified employees. Roles of compensation structure means to be equitable and consistent, to be a fair reward for individual contribution, and to be competitive in the external labor market. Meaning of reward. Two types of meaning of reward are surface value, objective meaning or worth of a reward, and another one is symbolic value, subjective and personal meaning or worth of a reward. Next off, we have types of individual rewards. The first type are compensation package, means the total array of money which are wages, salary, commission, incentives, benefits, perquisites, and awards provided by organization to an individual. Another type are base pay. Base pay symbolizes an employee's worth and can improve motivation and performance if part of an effectively planned and managed pay system. It's a major cause of doing business and can reduce turnover and increase morale when well designed. Incentive system. Incentive system plans in which employees can earn additional compensation in return for certain type of performance. These performance are piecework programs, gain sharing programs, bonus system, long-term compensation, merit pay plans, profit sharing plans, and lastly, employee stock option plans. And another one is indirect compensation, or in other term, employees benefit. Employee benefit provided as a form of compensation. Benefit. Benefit means reward or incentives provided to employees in addition to their wages or salaries. These are payment for time not work, social security contributions, unemployment compensation, disability and workers' compensation benefits, life and health insurance program, and lastly, pension or retirement plans.
Let's continue. Prerequisite is special privileges awarded to selected members of an organization, usually top managers. Add to the status of the recipients and thus may increase job satisfaction and reduce turnover. Awards is rewards for seniority to perfect attendance, from zero defects, quality work to cost reduction suggestions. Next is related issue and rewarding performance. Linking performance and rewards, employee perception of link between pay and performance results in symbolic value of pay. Flexible reward systems allow employees to choose the combination of benefits that best suit their needs, increase employee satisfaction with benefits, and administrative costs for the employer. Next is the participative pay system. Employees are involved in the design and or administration of their compensation system. Pay secrecy, employers makes no information available to employees regarding other employees' salaries, percentage raises, salary ranges, and requires employees to not reveal their compensation. Expatriate compensation, compensation package of employees on overseas assignment must be adjusted to account for differences in cost of living and working condition in working abroad versus their home base. Next is issue to consider in developing reward system. Pay secrecy, important example is open close partial linked with performance appraisal and equity perception. Employee participation by Human Resource Department, by Joint Employee and Management Committee. Flexible system is cafeteria style benefits, annual lump sum of or monthly bonus, salary versus benefits, ability to pay, organization financial performance, expected future earnings, economic and labor, inflation rate, market factors, industry pay standard, and unemployment rate, impact on organizational performance, increase in costs, impact on performance, expatriate compensation, cost of living differentials, and managing related equity issues.
Organizations that ask employees to accept assignments in foreign locations usually must adjust their compensation levels to account for differences in cost of living and similar factors. A common uses the system shown here. The employee's domestic base salary is first broken down into the three categories shown on the left. Then adjustments are made by adding compensation to the categories on the right until an appropriate, equitable level of compensation is achieved.